Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? Okay, for your math e-learning lesson, we're going to finish up today on your, and my board is not quite cooperating. Okay, we're going to finish up today on your subtracting whole numbers. And because I said it was a two-part lesson. So let's review over adding mixed numbers. So remember what I said. When you add mixed numbers, you always add your whole numbers first, okay? 6 plus 2 is 8, so you've got 8 wholes. Now take your numerators and add them first. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and then keep your denominators, 8 and 5/8. Pretty easy. Okay, this subtraction problem, which was last e-learning day, is also very easy. It's just like addition, only now we're subtracting. Do the same thing. 7 whole minus 4 whole is 3 whole. Take your numerators, subtract them also. 7 minus 5 is 2, and then keep your denominator, 3 and 2/9. Okay, now here is the new lesson for today's e-learning. It is also subtracting mixed numbers. However, let's take a look at this first problem. You have 6 whole and 2/8. Okay. You're going to subtract 2 whole and 4/8. Look at that problem. Well, I can take 6 minus 2, but wait, you cannot take 2/8 minus 4/8. 2/8 minus 4/8. So stop and think, what do you have to do? You have to regroup. How do you regroup a mixed number? Okay, so here's the process. Look at your 6 and 2/8. You're going to regroup 6 and 2/8 by doing this. Take your 6 and put it into a 5. Okay, now we have to make the whole number 6 right here. Using this fraction, how do you make 2/8 so that when you look at your 6 with the whole number, you're going to get 6 based on a mixed number? So you've got 2/8 here. Look at that denominator. What fraction can you think of makes up 1 whole by looking at the denominator? You're right, 8/8. 8/8 makes up 1 whole. So if I put 8/8 right here, look at that. By regrouping, I now have 6, 5 and 8/8 is 6, because 8/8 is 1 whole. And by regrouping it this way, I am now able to subtract. There's one other step now you have to do. Now you've got 5 and 8/8, which is 6, and 2/8. What do you do now? How do I do all this subtraction? Here's what you do. Once you have regrouped, so you've got your 6, which is technically in a mixed number, 5 and 8/8, add the numerators together. So what's 8 plus 2? 10. Now that this 8/8 was added to this 2/8, which now gives you an improper fraction of 10/8. Now you can subtract. So take your whole numbers. 5 minus 2 is 3. Now take your numerators. What is 10 minus 4? 6, and keep the denominator of 8. Now you're probably thinking, 6/8, Mrs. Dolan, that is not in simplest form. You're right. So you're going to divide by a greatest common factor, which in 6 and 8, what they have in common is 2. So divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And don't forget to bring over your whole number, 3 and 3/4. Let's do another one. Okay, so you've got 7 and 5/9 minus 3 and 7/9. Everything looks good. I can take 7 minus 3, but I can't take 5/9 minus 3/9. So we're going to regroup. Here we go. That 7 is now going to become a 6. But we have to keep that whole number 7 still, but let's write it a little bit differently. So look at the denominator. It's 9. How do you make another whole right here with having a 9 in the denominator? You're right, 9 ninths. So boys and girls, let's look at this. 9 ninths is one whole, and you regrouped. So instead of 7, you have 6. So 6 and 9 ninths is the same as 7 whole. Now don't forget, you have to add those numerators together. So what's 9 plus 5? You're right, it's now 14. So this fraction is done, and now you've got an improper fraction of 14 ninths. Now you're ready to subtract. 6 whole minus 3 whole is 3 whole. 14 numerator minus 7 is 7, and keep the denominator of 9. What do you think, boys and girls? Okay, let's do one more, and that way you can go back, review these now 3 mixed numbers so that you can subtract, and then you can do your IXL and your ALEC so you can keep moving on those assignments. Let's do another one, last one. I'm going to have 8 and 1/4 minus, I don't know, how about 6 and 3/4? Okay, the whole numbers look good. I can take 8 minus 6, but I cannot take 1 minus 3 in the numerators. So let's regroup. 8 is going to become 7. Then go to your denominator. It's a 4. How do you make a whole if this denominator is a 4? You're right, 4/4. So technically 7 and 4/4, 4/4 is a whole, 7 and 4/4 is 8 whole. Now don't forget, take those numerators and add them together. So what's 4 plus 1? Right, it's 5. So now you have 8 whole is now 7 and 5/4. Now you can subtract. 7 minus 6, 7 whole minus 6 whole is 1 whole. Now go to your numerators. 5 minus 3 is 2, and keep the denominators of 4, 1 and 2/4. Hopefully you are also saying to yourself, Mrs. Dolan, that is not in simplest form. Divide by a greatest common factor, which hopefully you are saying it's 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And don't forget the whole number. Bring that along with it. Okay, boys and girls, that is subtracting whole numbers when you have to regroup, because that first fraction with that whole number, that first fraction, it is smaller than the other fraction that you need to subtract. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be home all day. You can email me or you can text me, have your mom and dad do both, either one, I don't care. These are the 3 examples. If you're unsure, replay this video and keep working as to how I was able to regroup and then subtract those numerators. Boys and girls, it's very important to keep up on all the assignments that I have assigned for you. So if you keep working them. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Good luck. It looks like the sun is shining today. It is. It's a beautiful day. Do enjoy being outside, and I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you, boys and girls. I miss you. Have a good day. Bye.